No, I got to lean in.
What is going on, everybody? It is me again. It is time to lean in, bitch, for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's ladies' night, as I always say. When you see these two ladies and me, even though we have two ladies on the platform, but it's always just something specific and special to us on the Atlanta panel. What's going on, Asia and Jasmine? It's been 2 weeks since we've been here talking about this damn show. We had a holiday in between. How y'all been?
I'm all right. You look good today, Cortez. You look really nice.
I drank a lot of water today because I was so drunk, but thank you.
Mm.
How are you?
Me, I'm doing good. Just,
Oh,
surviving.
Giving us real beautiful hair
I
vibe.
know. Every
Y'all,
time.
you know what? I left. I lost my wig on the plane, child.
Man, I'm about to cry. I'm
Not on the
crying.
plane. How you
I
do?
took
Did
it
you?
off to put my bonnet on, and I left it up there, child.
That's why I don't take my wig off. I just leave it on.
All
I
that hair be under it. It be tight. Like I can't have a permanent wig. It be too tight.
Yeah, it do get hot. Now it's getting hot. I love me a bun and I love me a little braid. So
Come on, bun and braid.
I love me a bob. Yeah.
Right,
A
me too.
real
You know I love Bob.
bob, actually. All right, y'all. Let's get to the episode. Shout out to I see Danny in chat. Danny has told y'all already to remember to like this video, please. As I always say, it is free $99. Like this video. Keep us going. We got a lot of things going on this month. Atlanta's still going. We recently added Bell Collective and Love Hip Hop Atlanta, and then Real Housewives New York reboot starts next week. So just subscribe, stay with us. It's kind of I don't think it's a slow season, but this is like a dead zone. I feel like. But starting in like September, it's gonna get really crazy. All these shows, Potomac, Beverly Hills. It's just so many. It's so much going on. So just bear with us in this slow period, but enjoy our content. And also don't forget our weekly live lunch and link starts Thursday as well, hosted by Chase. There's gonna be some hot topics in there, and it's live. So check that out too. All right, so let's get into the episode. Let's get into it. This episode, I will say, I was kind of bored. I'm not gonna lie. I dozed off many times. I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe because I was tired and drunk yesterday, but I dozed off so many times.
That's exact. No, I loved it, you guys.
I literally fell asleep on it, and I had to think like, did I watch the whole thing? So I had to hurry up and watch it before we did this.
It's just that nothing. I know everything can't be every episode can't be explosive, but nothing really happened. I enjoyed the event. We're gonna talk about everything, right? But overall, it was so many. When I take notes for this show, and I can like clam in multiple scenes in one, I feel like it wasn't a good episode for me. Somebody that's reviewing it, but it was. Maybe we'll talk about it and see. Definitely some talking points though. So let's go ahead and get into it. So last week we left off with Marlo and her date. She's dating this chef guy. I think he was on what show was that? Somebody posted a video in the group chat. What show was that? Was it like it was some chef show, like some competition show he was on?
Oh,
Chase
I do remember that. Was it Hell's
Yeah, it was some show. I think so. Yeah, I think so. He's a cute guy, famous celebrity chef. We pick up with Sheree. She mentioned she's going to be having surgery for fibroids, and so she started that process. I don't quite know what was happening here. I'm not gonna lie, because it looked like they were sticking these little pins in it. Does anybody know what was going on in this scene?
Yeah,
acupuncture.
She was trying to. She's trying not to do surgery.
Okay.
She's trying to heal them holistically, and that was the holistic thing.
Right, like I guess that's one of the reasons, because it's supposed to.
Okay.
It's supposed to release like toxins and stress. That's why they had them in her ears too.
Oh, baby, it just gave me those pinhead. I just couldn't do it. But she's going through that process. Any thoughts about this? I like. We've seen this journey many times, like I said, but at least unlike Giselle, she's giving us, more information.
the storyline itself, yeah.
Giving us something like how a storyline should be. You shouldn't just pop up and say, I have fibroids, and then it's just like we never hear it from it again.
Right.
My kids are concerned.
Right. I almost died. They cried. And the thing, I was in there for 5 hours. I was in there for 12 hours. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
But where's my bottle?
But where's the bell bottle?
Where's my bottle?
I'm glad y'all are women because I feel like this is a panel of men. They be like, "Why y'all talking about women like
Oh,
that?"
they gonna get on us too, honey.
Yeah,
You don't
they
know.
gonna let us have it. I have PCOS, so I really should be joking about it. But look, where's
we're
my
not
body?
joking about it. We're joking about Giselle's storyline that it was
Lack of
that's
it.
yeah, not fibroids itself. Kudos to Cynthia for telling me all about it because that's the first time I had ever heard about it. But I mean, shout out to her. So then we see again Marlo discussing her date, just kind of how it went. Nothing really in this scene. We talked about the date last time. Any thoughts on this moment by her and her date? Like I said, I thought he was a cute guy. She seems to be rocking with it. It may be for TV, but for now, it's good to see her dating. It seems like a softer side of her comes when she's like in this.
Yeah.
And we don't really see it often, so I kind of like seeing that.
I think it's cute. I think her dating is cute. And sometimes, you know, you just need some dick. It don't matter if it's rich or not. Like, sometimes you just need a little poke. You need a little pokey poke down there. And maybe if she has some more pokey poke down there, she wouldn't be messing with Kandi and all the other girls so much.
Whoa. Back up, everybody. Back up.
No. I was doing like I want some pokey poke, but what wait a minute, say it again. Yeah.
I mean, to me, I think that like Asia said, I think it's very, very nice to see her soft. We all could use a little ding-a-ling in our life, you know, every now and then. Well, I don't forget where that came from. But I really think that, you know, that's just like I like to see her giddy and like, I mean, but I do think maybe she's too old to be like, should I take some first? Or should I not too old, but I mean,
oh, you age shaming, Jay?
I'm not age. I'm just saying she's Marlo. Like all of them, even Kenya. I mean, to be like, should I text him first, honey? Even if you did or not, just stand on it. Like really, just step into it. That's how I feel.
I thought it was cute. I really think she's like really acting like should I? No, that's just church. I think it's a role and part she's playing with that, because she knows we're like looking at her like, oh my gosh, she's dating. Because this thing, remember when Portia started dating like season 8, I think it was. Because before that, she was just around. So I think the production may tell them because it was like when they was in Miami or something. She was dating some guy.
She was dating an Oliver guy, and then she was dating some football guy.
Yeah, like
Spanish
guy too. I thought.
Yeah, Oliver.
Okay.
Is that was it?
I didn't know.
I don't know why I remember his name being Oliver.
They need to make Giselle go date because at this rate, she's due for a date, and because she always pop up and say she's talking to somebody, but I want to see her on a date with another man. That's what I want.
Is she not with the man from? Is it Summer House?
Winter House?
Winter House.
I don't know.
Is she not with him anymore?
I don't know.
I don't even know if that was real because he's very young. And he got some other girl pregnant on his show. So
ew, really? Ooh, I never watched that.
I had went back and watched at least a regular Summer House. So I was trying to put 2 and 2 together. But yeah, so I don't know if that's really a thing. His name was Jason or something.
I mean, he was cute, but
he was an attractive guy. He was. But I want to see.
I agree with you, Cortez. Like I like that she went on a date. It's giving her something else to do.
Give us another layer. Whether Antonio believes it or not, because Antonio is in the comments.
Right, honey. Oh, Jesus.
This is all dating is fake. All of it.
Hey,
right.
Antonio
trying to get some dingaling at the end of the day or some cool-cat.
So I'm trying to go to Pound Town. That's all.
Pound Town.
Pound Town is not a bad place to go. Okay, I say go there.
I haven't been there in quite some time, so I don't even know if I know how to.
My Wi-Fi name is. Okay, so the next thing we get, Kenya is doing her a video for Kenya Moore Hair Care. She's doing a green screen. She's going to use the choreography that she got from Mayetta that she couldn't do when she miraculously got really sick and could not perform at the Classic.
You mean when they kicked her off the schedule?
Oh.
We don't really know. I don't really know what happened. I don't want to be lying out here, but you know,
allegedly,
they kicked
her. Yeah, but that's how we'll go with that. And so Brooklyn is there. Mayetta arranges for Roy, who's the guy that she's dating, to come
talk about that
to the shoot. We see the text message. He comes. snacks and food and stuff like that, and cheers her on and cheers on baby Brooklyn, cute girl, love her. But Sanya is on in another scene before this actually, and she is talking about her upcoming fundraiser event. And basically she needs a new host because her host has COVID, and it's suggested that she asks Kenya. And I was like, that's very interesting. So in this reverse scene that we just talked about, where at the video shoot, she actually calls Kenya, and Kenya, she asks her to be the host for the auctioneer or the actual auction that she's going to have for Mommy Nation. The event is coming up, and so Kenya immediately says yes. I was surprised. We've seen Kenya hang up in her face. We've seen Kenya say, "Who is Sanya?" I think once before. I think it was basically said she wasn't her friend at one point. So I was surprised, but she agrees. Any thoughts on this? Kenya accepting it, or anything that happened at the Kenya More Hair Care video shoot? No,
I'm sorry. The fact she said, I think Brooklyn is adorable. Like, I think that she is like a little star, and that's like a bright spot in Kenya's life. That's what I will say. I thought it was kind of, I don't know, I thought it was weird Marietta was texting him. I don't know. It's just something about it for me. But I'm glad that Sanya, because when they was like, why don't you just ask Kenya? She was like, what you got to lose? She was like, my dignity. So I, you know what I'm saying? So she recognized that it was kind of far-fetched, but the reasoning behind it, I felt like the charity and everything was really a good cause. Like I was really like interested in the episode because of that. So yeah, that's what I have to say. Is Roy cute to y'all? Kurt. Is Roy cute to y'all? He's not cute. Okay.
All right. If you're into that kind of thing, he's attractive. He's not ugly. He's just not, my cup of tea.
Not to me, not my square.
No, right. Not my square either.
I mean, yeah.
You know who's been cute in the scene? Cynthia.
Right. That was crazy.
So my thing is, people are talking about her being cut out the scene, but realistically, y'all know how this stuff works. Like, they advertise a lot that don't make it to these shows. Like, some big moments. Like, if you go back to Salt Lake City last year, we were supposed to see something, and I think they cut it out. I can't remember what it was, but they do that all the time. It's a trailer. Now, I mean, I find it weird that people are so, oh my God, I want to see Cynthia, but y'all just wanted her gone 2 years ago. Y'all just seeing how boring and all these things she was. Y'all don't know what y'all want. I mean, it's good to see her, but just go to Instagram. You can follow her. I'm just saying.
I do want to see Cynthia back on my screen. Sorry not to veer off too much, but I don't want to see her on this show. Like, I'd rather see her in Beverly Hills.
I don't want to see her there.
I don't want to see her as a pop-up. I think that'd be fun.
Around as like a friend role, I think, right?
Yeah, like I don't want to see her full time. Like, she is boring. But it would be nice to see her pop up on her new side.
Boring, but Cynthia has given us some great moments of Atlanta. She definitely has, and she's a good balance that Sanya will never be. Sanya in her mind feels like Sanya has said many times that she's like Cynthia, and no, you're not even close. Really? No.
Do we not think that she's bringing in? I never heard that either, but I think that Sanya. Okay, it's Sanya.
For today.
That's just, I mean, I guess, but I think that she's actually doing, like, she has the best, to me, storyline. She might not be delivering it that well right now, but I mean, honestly, I do think that she's doing well.
No, I don't think she's doing bad. I'm just saying she's made a comment that she was like a Cynthia before.
Oh no, well, yeah, I mean, that's all. Yeah,
she doesn't bother me. I mean, she whatever. The show is where it is. It is what it is. I don't really. She could stay, and I would still be here talking about it next year. Unfortunately.
Stop it.
Well, thanks for I'll be here.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, she's cool. But yeah, as far as Cynthia, I don't know why they cut her out, but I just know that when it comes to stuff like this, they do this all the time. I don't think it's anything personal. They ain't got nothing against Cynthia. Cynthia didn't know about it. She did. I mean, unless it was sent, I don't know.
Well, 50 Cent, she might, she likes to kick people and call them stupid. So that's just what I saw. Now you ain't that stupid, ain't you?
This ain't no damn angel.
You ain't no damn angel.
Dang. Okay, so after that, we get a scene. This is kind of small with Drew, her mom, and Allison. Allison is actually her sister, 20 years older. And she actually, I see the faces. I do. They kind of look alike. I can see it. She's just a little older, whatever. But JoJo is doing good in school. He's a model student, and Allison kind of comes out about how she's been suffering, what she's been going through, and then how basically why Drew's situation with Ralph triggered her, because she was in an abusive relationship in the past. So she kind of just opens up about everything and talks to the mom, and the mom was like, "Well, I'm glad you didn't, you told us now, because I probably went to jail had I known, what's going on." But she opened up about it, and they kind of consoled each other. Nothing else really happened in this scene. Did y'all have any thoughts on Allison, her Drew's mom, or Drew?
Yeah, I like that she was able to open up, and then we got to. It wasn't just like one-sided with. I want to call her Tamara for some reason. What Drew was telling us.
I can see that.
It wasn't just one-sided from what Drew was saying or from what Ralph was saying. Like, she actually got to speak her truth, and she shed light on like things that change you. She wasn't necessarily born with some issue, but she actually developed PTSD from a mix of the pandemic and her ex-boyfriend or whatever that abusive relationship was, which caused her to go into whatever she went to Sing Sing or whatever Giselle went to, allegedly.
Holy shit.
I really think it was nice. It was nice.
Okay.
Whatever, whatever that was. But it was nice to see to shed light on different disabilities or different mental states that people be in, especially because of the pandemic. Like, that was a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah. Like I said, people was out here smoking, not me, but what I'm saying, they was drinking and smoking, and it was a lot of things people was doing inside their home alone in their privacy. But what I did,
where is line over there? If get strike down.
I don't do that stuff anymore. I am saved. But no, I did like that. I did like Chase is saying, like the amen rate, like all the things that Drew like listed for her, like I watched, and they just thinking about it, all that shit, I was like, damn, like she's really been on her shit. And I just think it's kind of sad that Drew never really got to be a real sister to her, because she was always managing her. I think that's like, she's benefiting from the lifestyle, as well. But it's in the grand scheme of it, like they are 20 years apart. And if they would have been closer, maybe she would have known those instances that happened to her, with her boyfriend and all that stuff. Like I have a special place in my heart for mental health and stuff like that. And I am glad that she was able to say it. But I just, on these type of shows, I do get cringe. I just cringe a little bit, because sometimes it's not taken seriously. Like, like even like the last episode, they were talking, showing the phone call. She seemed in a manic episode. I just don't like it. So, but I'm glad that she was able to kind of clear up her name and drop the knowledge on it. So,
yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree. It's so often that we see these situations where siblings are working for one another or something like that. We saw with Portia, her sister. Even on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the sisters and what's Amy, whatever. And then I think obviously Sanya.
Girl, that Jamaican girl on Atlanta.
Sanya, same thing. We're gonna talk about that too. That's a topic I can't wait till that happens. Wow. But yeah, I agree. It is crazy that obviously they're not that close. It seems more like a business relationship, and that's what it's very rare that you find a relationship between two siblings that there's like that, to where it's like an actual, we're sisters or brothers, and then we work one another. It's always so business oriented, and it becomes that way.
Yeah.
It always does. So I don't know. Hopefully it balances out. Hopefully Drew is not utilizing her to, for just to show, and it's really trying to build a connection with her because it's crazy that she wouldn't know that. I know
I will say this. My bad. I will say this, that she wasn't triggered for no reason when in reference to Ralph, though. I really do wish, she wasn't triggered. I mean, she wasn't triggered for no reason. Yeah, it did.
It makes sense. I think Ralph is definitely probably at home, talking crazy. He may be it's in there.
It might have been a cry for help. I feel like bringing her on the show could have either been a cry for help, like help me get out of this. This is my segue out. Or, which I don't think it was that one, but it could be like, oh, me and Ralph are finally getting along. Y'all can get along now too. And I can bring my whole family back. This is like a way to bring it back together. Little did she know it was going to blow up in her face.
Yeah.
One of those two.
Chase and Art. Did y'all watch the show A-Man?
I did every morning before school.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, well, we up in the.
I can go back and watch it though. It's still up, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's binging it on, but I mean,
maybe
come on. Maybe.
Send me a link.
Come on, I forgot.
Okay. All right. So then we get to this scene with Sheree and the OGs. Now, this scene it wasn't that it was hard to watch. I just felt bad, obviously, because my fave and my little icon, because this is my square. Nene Leakes was not there. And so I obviously, when this first came as a preview, I was like, damn, I wish she was better. But we know that realistically, Nene is not there for her own reasoning.
Right.
So it is what it is. But basically the OGs get together and Kim is there, Lisa is there, Deshaun is there, and Sheree. Sheree brings them together because she feels like that they have been through a lot, this core group of OGs of Atlanta. So, and they can get through their differences, so can the current group. I guess Sheree, since her little Gucci brunch, she's trying to like get the girls back together. But she's still very much so the problem.
Not Coach Brunch.
No, he's so crazy.
One of them ladies.
Coach Brunch.
Oh my God.
It might as well have been a Coach Brunch because I didn't see much of any Gucci. If they was wearing it, but I didn't see it. But hey, whatever.
Oh, Lord.
Gucci brunch.
Jim G's was looking like C's.
G's looking like C's.
So they talk about a couple things. They talk about, obviously that Sheree is going on a Portugal trip. I thought she was going to invite them, but she didn't. Lisa Wu I don't know if she is just getting like, I don't like that for her. I don't know what's going on, but she needs to stop filming. She does.
She's been drunk on that ring. Look at Lisa over there on that Riesling bobbing like a bobblehead. She's been a drunk.
Even last season at the little event that Drew Sheree had at her house, that little, remember that brunch?
Yeah.
It's all is sweaty and drunk. She needs to stop that.
Was she like that on her other show?
Yeah.
About the Hollywood Divas?
Yeah, was she like that?
Oh, I forgot.
I don't remember. My fave was Countess. I don't remember anybody else, but Countess and what's my girl from Girlfriends? Those are my two people.
Oh, Golden Brooks.
Yes. I don't remember what Lisa was talking about. Honestly, she
crazy.
Golden. Her name's Golden.
Golden Brooks. What I say?
Yeah.
But it was cool. I just really wish they would have gotten into some things. It just was it kind of fell flat to me because it was just you remember this, remember that. Now a few things they did talk about. I will say Lisa was still trying to act like she had maybe an issue with Kim. I don't think that's true. I don't find that to be true because we would, as drunk as she is, she would have already said it on social media or something. We would have heard that. A little stage, like maybe y'all talk about these issues because they even gave us a flashback, and I was like, this flashback is not doing it for me. For y'all, like, yeah, we know Kim, but honestly, these days I really feel like Kim would eat Lisa up. She might probably want to fight her, but that's just how I feel.
Kim ain't eating shit.
Now Kim did talk about RHOA and being happy, and I was thinking about the current state, but apparently they're gonna get back together, right? They're gonna cut off the divorce per the news. I don't know.
Did you see the after show?
No, I did not watch it.
Okay, because
what happened?
Kenya said, so this is before this news came out, but Kenya said on the after show, she doesn't think that they're getting divorced at all. She thinks that they were trying to do it so they can get rid of some of their debt.
Oh.
That lady
She probably did that. Kim is a scammer.
And then I was like, oh crap, because yesterday or 2 days ago, it said that they wasn't gonna get a divorce after all.
But I heard that, I thought I saw somewhere that Croy was like, he's still going to file. I don't know what it was. Like, she took it back, but he still was going back to file. I don't know. They wasting people's time and energy and eyeballs. Honey.
They're not wasting my time because last time I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah. Kim throws shade at Kenya, and I really wish she would leave Kenya alone.
Right.
Just because if I think back to the season 10 reunion, I think Kim would leave everybody alone.
Right.
The way that she ran off crying racism or whatever she was talking about to Andy, like this stop it. She back in the day, she wasn't no punk. I don't think she's no punk now, but that day she was a punk, and that's the last impression I have of Kim. Lisa does ask about the foreclosure. Kim says no, that's not the case. The $200,000, whatever she said, and that wasn't the case. She denies it. And then they talk about them getting divorced, and they show Lisa's her ex-husband. I was like, oh my God, he used to be so fine, Lord Jesus.
Oh, I could not stand him. I could not stand him.
You think Eddie was fine?
I could not. He was so rough looking. He looked like a damn.
He had a big booty. Maybe that's what it was.
Wow. Well,
he
had a really nice booty.
He was
right, Jasmine. Because
I didn't think he was cute at all. And then how he did Rudy, throw up. See, I hate him.
Ooh. I thought he had a big booty. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
That's what you worried about.
If you go back to them videos back in the day, he had a big booty.
It was just nothing super attractive that jumped out about. Like it didn't jump out for me.
Yeah, and he was always whining all the time too. It was something about him. I don't like it. I mean, if you like his bubble butt, then you like his bubble butt.
I'm an ass man. I like to look at ass, so
for the 99 2000.
But the last thing that's about is Kim, and she said she saw Kandi at Portia's wedding, and she hugged it out with her. She didn't understand the issue with this whole song because all she did was sing the song. And I'm like, Kim, shut the fuck up. Like, stop.
Oh, I can't stand him.
There was an issue, but Kandi she didn't win that case. I don't think she did.
Yes, she didn't, and she talks about it on the after show too.
Speak on it, yeah.
Okay.
The one that they just filmed with the three of them. She was with Drew, but she pretty much said that she blames her. She put some of the blame on herself because she should have had that contract, that paperwork written out, so it would never be. She said because it was verbally gonna split it 3 ways. That's what she thought it was gonna be. So
that's Kandi's fault.
It is.
Kandi said it. She literally said it was like, I blame myself.
She was doing a friend a favor, and you can't do that.
Especially, I
don't think she thought it was gonna blow up like that, but it blew up, and it blew up.
Nobody thought it was gonna blow up, mainly because Nene was like, "Oh, this is whack. I ain't even on the song, so it ain't gonna be nothing."
But then when Nene started singing it, "Don't be tardy for the party," like that's when that shit started to get a little lit.
Yeah.
So I hate that because I feel like I hate to say this, but Kim, I'm gonna be on Kenya's side when it comes to Kim. I do not like the fact that she turned around and was like, "Oh, is this bitch still alive, bitch? Are you still alive? You about skinny as a goddamn toothpick, bitch. Do you eat?"
That comment, what was that in reference to? Was she supposed to have died or something?
Exactly. I didn't like that.
Yeah, it was just nasty. Yeah, she's still alive, I see, or some shit like that.
Right. Is that bitch nasty. Still alive? Girl.
Yeah, I didn't understand what she was. I thought maybe did she find out about the whole sick illness thing? I didn't really understand but
that makes that nasty.
Got on social media. Kenya talked about it, and she obviously was a lot because a fan actually replied to the comment, and Kenya agreed that comment was like ill, disgusting, whatever. And she also threw her shade at Kim. So I'm sure at some point, because Kim is trying to get back on the show. She needs money. Kim does need money, allegedly.
So was bottom run bitch was nasty too, but.
Yeah.
Well, did you see that Kandi was about to say something? Huh?
What you say?
Are you on her side or you not on her side? Which one?
I mean, bottom run bitch is nasty too, but I'm on the black woman's side. I just want
just in that one instance.
Yeah.
But Kandi was smart. She was like, you know what? Never mind. I saw that on Twitter because don't give this bitch a reason to get back on your show.
Right.
Yeah. Leave it alone.
Don't talk about him.
Yeah, I agree. But see, Kenya's gonna be the reason she come back.
Yeah.
Right.
She does. And Kenya ain't gonna not respond because like BKC Empress says, Kim was auditioning last night. She was definitely she was so happy to be on that damn camera. She was so happy. She was dancing and ooh, my body, my titties, my face. Whatever she was saying, child. I don't know. No.
I mean, I feel like Kim is
when she came back season 10, I was excited for her. After seeing what she delivered in that season, I don't have to see her on TV again.
Ever again.
We all say ever.
I don't have to see it. Yeah.
I feel like if she comes back, it's like a blatant slap in the face of like the people that have made this show a success over the years. It can be whatever it is now, but the black women has watched the show, and Kim, either she's going to acknowledge the shit that she has done or she's not. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think that she should be back in black spaces acting that way. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. She showed it when she pulled the race card at the reunion.
That was nasty.
To me, that was just like,
girl,
you're no longer equipped. What Ashley tell her? You are not strong enough to be around this group of women.
Right.
But pimping out your kids for John Legend tickets, that is also really nasty. Like,
or true.
The fact that Kenya said that, like, they're nasty.
The same season that Kim recorded videos, her and her daughter recorded videos of water bugs and stuff like that. Like,
roach. That's the sad part.
Like all the stuff they was doing. Kim is desperate and she is really trashy.
Broke. Poor.
Right. So
she smells like New York trash.
That type of stuff, and especially her being a white woman, it just don't sit with me. Doing something she does now.
Yeah. That was very mayonnaise activity, and it made people who did like her, who were indifferent about her, not like her.
Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts about the scene with Sheree and the OGs? I will say Deshaun Snow is just as boring as she was 14 years ago.
But beautiful. She's so pretty to me.
She's beautiful. Her voice is nice. She's boring. Yes.
Maybe she can come back and be the Cynthia.
Maybe she. No.
Y'all playing Cynthia today.
Let's bring back Kim Fields. I had a better time with her.
She wasn't a bad housewife to me, but whatever.
She wasn't, but
Kim Fields.
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't, but I was looking. I guess now she would come back. I would be okay. But I was looking for Regine, and she was giving me, not Regine. What was she on? Good Times, maybe. No, that wasn't. that was Jenny Jackson. I don't know, but I'm just like, I expected just a different type of person, but I liked who she was. But I'm sure toward the end she started to stand up for herself, and that's what I liked.
She would fit in more now than she did with that group.
Yeah, I can see that
she was on. You don't think so?
No. I do.
I think she would.
I did not like it. I think I always say give them at least 2 seasons.
Like with a Sanya on there. Yeah. I think she definitely would fit in with like
and Drew.
She definitely is a mommy makeover. That's what she need. Mommy Nation is a mommy make her over because she was not giving it. Now it's all about glam. Like they ain't the glamorous, but still, it's just like I don't know. Okay, so let's get to Sanya's event. So before the event, this part took me out. Because she's getting her hair done for her sister. There's like some tension between them already. There always is because it feels like there's no balance. She feels like we live with you, we work for you, and you just call us at any moment of the day to do stuff for you, and we kind of have to do it because we work for you.
Right.
And so she feels like, Sanya should probably, be more considerate of her time because she does have kids. She does have things in her own life to do. But she comes over. She's over there with her sister, and then I think her assistant comes over. Is that what that was? What was that? The girl?
I don't know, but I thought
that was maybe the event planner.
Okay.
Was she the part of when they collaborated, or she part of that one because it was for the kids and she's doing the moms? I think she
maybe it's that. Yeah.
Okay. So she comes over and then she's just like, what's going on? And she was just like, oh, nothing. I'm just having a little issue with my sister right now. And her sister basically tells her, like, look, you did not tell me you needed to get your hair done today. You told me today, like, I have things to do too, and blah blah blah. And she doesn't go off, but she was very firm in what she said and stern as well. And Sanya starts to cry, and she tells her, "Baby, don't cry, don't mess with that makeup." I was just like, "Oh, it's just like you don't want to cry. You just saying like, girl, don't mess with that makeup because look, we ain't got time to find nobody to do it again."
Right.
That's what I got.
I'm not doing it because I'm doing it.
After I finish these damn curls, I'm out of here.
You got 4 more curls, so I said, damn.
So what are y'all thoughts? How do y'all feel? Because Sanya starts to kind of, I think she gets emotional maybe because she feels bad. I mean, her sister's kind of been saying this from the beginning, kind of how she feels, especially as it more relates to her husband, right? Her husband's what is the husband?
Nothing.
He quit.
Oh, he was at first. So, my thing is, Sanya, with him quitting, you should probably think she's gonna be quitting soon.
Yeah. Literally.
Like, do y'all feel like how y'all feel about this whole dynamic? Because it's starting to get to the point to where she was fed up. She was doing them curls, but it was giving very much so like hold still.
I found it interesting because she also mentioned Ducey. So she mentioned that she has to make sure her kids are good and Ducey is good because they watch Ducey. And when I heard that part, I'm like, oh yeah, because not only am I taking care of my kids, I'll be taking care of your kid too. And you notice, and I think that was one thing that stood out to me, like, girl. And it's something that could be prevented, it seems like, but because Sanya don't have no assistant, there's no communication. She has to do all the communication right now. She doesn't do that well. I thought her sister just had a valid point. And Sanya needs to hold still.
Oh,
hold on.
When you start going into your native tongue that you're upset. She's like, what do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? All that stuff that they was talking.
I like how they try to press. I didn't understand. I was like trying to read so fast.
She was like, what you want me to do about? Because at first I thought that she was mad about the cameras being there at first, like when I first got into the scene, but when I was listening to the conversation, it just was like, what you want me to do about it? I do think that her sister has valid points, but I will say this, and this is valid on the sister's point, because Sanya could be they're in Atlanta, she could be going to Clark, she can go to Spelman, she can go to Morehouse, all these people, all these different colleges, she could be asking these people to go to be her assistant. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has the ability to get some interns, even people that she doesn't have to pay. I mean, I hope she would pay them, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
use assistants. She got 15 of them.
Right. Well, she doesn't. I mean, I don't know. Allegedly, she doesn't pay them. But all I'm saying is that But if she were to have interns, they would have to be on call like that. Not saying that it's good, not saying it's bad, but they would have to be like, okay, I have this, I have that. They have to start like, when Kenya has people, like, you have to think on your feet. You have to already have this stuff in your mind. Like, we've seen that on different shows. Like even Toni Braxton, had those type of things going on. So I do think that her sister has valid points, especially since she is taking care of Deuce. And I thought it was pretty sad that she couldn't go to the event. After she did all of that, she did not make it back to the event to celebrate with her mom and her sister. So, I mean, as Caribbean families, they do have like this is like do or die. You're gonna do it anyway. I don't think that her sister's husband has that type of. I mean, they're connected, but that connection, like, he can quit. Her sister might not feel so. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. So I just said, like, it's unfortunate. And I do think that Sanya was crying because she did feel bad and she knew she was dead ass wrong for it. But her sister does, to me, my square, walk around with a little bit of a chip on her shoulder. Like, I think that there is an attitude problem. Yes, but you never know how somebody, I mean, oh my gosh, like, oh, again, I can see that too.
Yeah.
But to me, she's had that attitude even on the other shows, before years, they had their own show. So I do think that they would stand to be able to just separate, like, something, they have to take something away. Either you're going to move out or you're going to have to, since they can't keep doing all that. So it was, Sanya could have made arrangements for that girl to have her hair done and be still present, or have the kids show up or something. If she had Sheree's damn son with his damn tight shirt come up in there, then she could have had made arrangements for her own kids to come there as well and help her sister. So
yeah, it's a little tricky. I just think that Sanya should definitely be more considerate of people's time. But I think she may need to just, hopefully by the reunion we find out that she no longer has them working at all. She, to have the sister, it probably is, right? But she to figure, at this rate, you coming in second season, you having bigger events, the budget has gone up. I mean, it's 850 y'all in this house, so at this rate, like, you can find somebody. It's Atlanta hair and makeup. You can usually, sometimes, like on Potomac, a lot of them use the same damn makeup artist. The same
right.
They all use so
unfortunately.
Yeah, married to like person. So she can find, she ain't gotta be using her sister.
Right.
She can use her sister for the daycare, for the watching of the son, because I understand the trust in that.
Right.
But she can pull back on the other stuff.
Or she could be putting her sister on to different clients so she can have her own fucking shit going on. I just don't understand why she just has her cooped up just doing my hair. Sanya ain't running no more. Now I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's giving Cinderella.
It's just right. Like, let her go and let her do Kenya's hair. Let her do other people's hair. Like, Kenya just could have used that at the damn thing. Like, it's crazy.
I agree. Yeah.
Foolish.
Y'all saying the sister is really like the mean step. Sanya's the mean stepsister.
Yeah.
That lady is fed up and she wants out.
Out. Yeah.
She wants out. She said, "I'm not staying for the event. When I finish this last curl, I'm gone.
I'm gone.
I'm popping this curl and I'm gone."
That was literally the case.
Zoop zoop.
Lily said,
"Boop." Got her ass up out of there with her damn fitted cap on. I said, "Oh Jesus!"
It happened. That's exactly what happened.
Okay, so at the actual event, Kenya is late. I hate that she was late. I hate that because, like, Sanya may not be like a fave of mine, but I just find it to be so disrespectful. And I actually like what she's trying to do. I like the cause of this. I was like, why is this lady late? So she's late. And Sanya calls her. She calls her and she's like, "Where are you? Kenya, you look like you're in hair and makeup." And so they basically, Kenya says that she really don't even answer why she late. She just says, "Well, listen, somebody called me earlier. I've been hearing mixed things about my seats. My +1 is not sitting with me. What's going on?" And Sanya is like, trying to, work with her. They do reach an agreement to where they're going to have the +1 close to her, to where they at least be close. And she's like, she's going to be there soon. I didn't know how late she was because she's the auctioneer. So I guess she's really the person that kicks it off. I thought she was the MC at first, and I realized she had an MC. But so really, Sanya could have probably started the event, but we didn't know how far Kenya was. I will say that. To be honest, I always did it myself. But I thought it was handled well because, again, I still have PTSD from her hanging up in Sanya's face. And you know how Kenya, I think she's kind of coming around to Sanya, but I don't, in the past, it kind of shown she really don't respect her like that.
Right.
Especially anybody that come in news. That's kind of how she looks at them, right? But they come to an agreement. So they sit down, they question Marlo about her day, just how everything was going. Kandi arrives. Apparently Kandi has been really busy. She's on tour with Escape. She had just got back that morning. She had to do speak on this stuff, and she had to be there, but she made it there. She has not been making it to other events. So Sanya felt like she was special, right? And so Sanya is like, "Listen, she's not here. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It's an hour and 15 minutes late per the camera." Sanya gets up and she, hosts. She does the event or whatever and starts. Kenya does arrive, but before Kenya arrives, they have these awards, and one of the awards goes to Sheree from Cairo. His fine ass. But the
shirt was tight though.
For the OG Mom Award, and I do see a comment here. I want to say that because Chase said he could have Sanya should have gave her sister an award. And you know what? That's very true. That's crazy.
We don't know if she did or not, but she didn't. I mean, that's the part that
who else got a award? Sheree, who else?
We don't know.
Some blogger or something. Some Instagram.
I thought she gave awards to like a lot more of them. I feel like I saw that somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I didn't.
You know they be cutting stuff out.
Yeah. Well, it would have been nice to give her. Maybe she was gonna give her one. Maybe because she left.
I was about to say that. I think she was gonna do something, acknowledge her sister in some way, but she ain't come back.
She could have still did it.
I got a crick in my neck.
Listen, now you got crick in your neck.
Yeah, I do. Man, it hurts.
All right, but things get interesting here when Kenya takes the mic and Kenya says that listen, the goal is not 50,000, the goal is gonna be 100,000 because it's 50,000 at this table alone. And so Drew and Big Boss Kandi, Big Banks Kandi, like you got your 7,000, I got my 7,000, but they all end up giving 5,000. Courtney gave 2,500. But it took a while for Marlo and Sheree to give anything. But I do like. I mean, it did. I'm just saying that is her home girl, and if you my girl, I'm be like this. I'm matching whatever. But
I don't think it took them a long time. I don't think they did that way because Marlo always give people money.
Yeah, if she don't do nothing else, she gonna throw a damn dollar.
She throw money.
Well, she didn't throw it at that event.
It might have.
She did this right here. She said.
Oh wow!
and Sheree definitely she probably threw it and caught it. Look at back.
Well, that might be true. I mean, only person on the cast that's had anybody say that they didn't pay was Kenya, but she was the first to say, "I got you."
They said that in the after show.
I was about to say in the after show, what they said was everybody pretty much willingly gave their money. Except for Drew. She kind of had to call Drew and make sure the check was good allegedly, because Drew didn't want to get the money up. And so then they said that the only reason Drew really handed the money over was because she knew it was going to come up on the show.
Well, she knew that beforehand. So why did they have to flip her damn French roll over to get it? That's crazy.
Like saying it pretty much said it took some work. So it took some leg work. Like Drew handed the check over, was like, well, don't cash it till next Thursday.
Girl, you
can't say that. But that's the vibe that I got allegedly from the conversation.
I started cackling. Sorry about that.
But that's also me because I just be like, can you just wait till I get paid, please?
Right. Why would you? She gonna stand up. Yeah, I got you, bitch.
You got your 7,000 because she was talking big shit.
She was
talking big money shit when she was talking with Kandi, but then she just kind of like
maybe because she definitely talking. And the funny thing is, I'm like, girl, I don't know why you going at it with Kandi because Kandi gonna do it.
Right? She might gave some extra money on the side.
Candy's going now. I will say she gives. She's gonna do it. Drew, girl, sit back. This new hair and makeup has cost you some penny. And I don't know her voice right, but she ain't up there, obviously.
She said, Kandi on the after show was like, oh, that's just like a regular donation for me. And Drew said, that ain't a regular donation for me, baby.
Girl. Well, we do know
that's not what I mean. That's not a regular.
Hey, listen, anybody that gave for one, that's great. But it's just, Courtney gave 2,500. She said, hey, I'm a friend of right now. I ain't getting no check. So hold on. I'm gonna give you 20.
You would have got maybe $25.
My other gave 2,500 too.
No, I thought my other gave. Well, she gave 5. Did I miss that?
I thought she gave 2,500. Like the 6 months worth of rent was.
Yeah, she gave $5,000. No, she gave $5,000.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fine. But I'm trying to the math because that is unless I'm 6 months worth of rent. You pay rent monthly. So I didn't understand that math.
Maybe it was 5,000 then. Maybe she did pay. Or was it 6?
Maybe it's for multiple women. I don't know.
I mean,
y'all closer to Atlanta than me.
Am I?
Rent $1,200 for a 2-bedroom?
No, it's like $2,200 for a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, here is 3, but
Yeah.
on average. But this depends on where you live. In Atlanta, I mean, like, she said it was like she gave the number, it was like 14. I can't remember what it was. It was the math didn't add up. It gave like maybe that was like 4.5 months of rent.
If you are on if they have children, they can be on Section 8 and things like that. They could bring the rent down.
Oh, that average it out. Because I was like, $200 sound or $1,300 sound real low for Atlanta for 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, for
that's where I would be living.
Yeah, I so put out my calculator and my stick figures. And I said,
not stick figures.
I carried the 2 and
you know what? I didn't even realize that they said 2 bedrooms. See, y'all just said that because I was like, well, $1,300 might be like for 1 bedroom. I was like, oh damn, you just said that, so that makes sense.
This is how I felt, Sammy. The mama gonna be mad as hell come month 5.
Month 5, real shit.
Real. It was like that money's gone.
Ooh, right. Can we have another mommy thing going on? You think you can call one of your friends?
That is 1.5, 2 months max worth than that 5,000. But okay.
She ended up raising like 78,000.
78,000.
Okay, yeah, so that's good. She went over her goal. I applaud Ken. Ken, you did good. Like whether it was planned or not, because in her confessional, Sanya did say like, "Oh, girl, don't scare him away." But she got the crowd hype, and people started giving. You know, that is true. I like that she did come at them like, "Listen, I know y'all got money," because they may not have a lot of money, but they're well off in a way. They have, you know what I'm saying? They're not like standard individuals. Like, well, I ain't standard, so let me not say that.
I would have gave 500. That's probably all I could do.
No, I would have
$50.
I could probably do maybe 400 or 500. Probably.
I would have paid the water bill.
Oh.
No, I would have paid the internet bill.
Cell phone bill, baby. I got the ATL.
Right. And you better have a cricket.
Cell phone bill.
The cricket. I got the cricket.
Give me a cricket too. And let me check your service plan, bitch. Because quit playing.
You worldwide, baby. I'm regional.
Right. I'm local.
I'm local. Okay.
Like the trash bill. The trash bill. That trash bill.
That shit could be like $50, $70 now. That's a lot. Yeah.
I'm just not gonna pay the bills. I'm good. Mommy Nation. Where is Daddy Nation?
Not Daddy Nation.
Where is single nation? Where is no kids nation? Where is Black girl with a button nation? Shit.
Circle back. Did y'all feel like it was odd for Sheree to get that award though?
No, I didn't think so.
Jazz.
Oh,
I saw.
Sorry.
I want to circle back to that.
I did think it was a little weird. Now, you know, I love my friends and stuff like that, so I would have just given them all awards. You know what I'm saying? If I was just going to give awards, but I just thought it was weird. Cairo was there. He didn't even bring the grandbaby, you know. But she is around Sheree more. Maybe she has been admiring how she has, you know, been parenting her grown kids on the show. So
yeah, I mean, she don't really know like that, I guess, in terms. I mean, her kids are grown. Well, unless she watched the show and we watched it, you know.
And I still wouldn't have gave them up. I mean,
it was an OG award. It was OG, meaning like you an old mom.
It was OG mom award.
Yeah.
But she could have gave Kandi the boss mom award. She could have gave Kandi the like.
Kandi is not getting no boss mom award. Kandi gonna get a boss award.
Ooh. No, you know she don't put Ace on the KFC commercial. No, she be putting them on there. Now Ace works.
We know Ace works. Antonio said he saw him at the Amazon warehouse. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He does work really hard. Yeah.
He does work.
Well, I mean, that she just could have given different awards. You know what I'm saying? Like even Kenya could have got like a finally award. I mean, I swear to God, I did not mean that. I did not mean that like that. I did not mean that like that. Oh my God.
Come on, a finally award.
Finally.
I don't know. I mean, like, you know, like how I don't know the word. Now I feel sorry for the bitch. Now, damn, that it made me mad. I did not mean it like that, you guys. Do y'all don't want to kick my
them comments about to be so mad at us, Jasmine.
They're gonna be like, that bitch at the top corner. When are y'all gonna get rid of her? Like, can y'all replace
I don't like her.
Oh my No, I really didn't mean that like that, y'all. I really just meant like she could have just made up. Sorry, Kenya.
Award, girl.
I didn't mean that. Like, sorry, Kenya Moore. Jasmine just said sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Woo, Jesus.
I just do it every time.
I'm gonna walk Jasmine out the back of the studios because
foolishness.
Probably try to fight you, girl.
I really didn't mean that. And I know Chase is like, oh my God, he's about to text me up a storm. I did not mean that like that. I meant like fine, like damn, I'm about to say it again.
She said, thank you, Sammy. She knew exactly what she was saying. Let's just call it.
I did not, Sammy. I mean, like she's wanted it for so long. Like I mean, like. Yeah, I didn't mean that, Kenya. Gosh, no, I apologize.
Okay, well, listen. Well, finally, we are at the end of this review because this episode was only okay. But I always time with you guys, so I'm glad we're finally here. But I sent the link in the chat for some call-ins today. Give us your thoughts on the episode. They showed the mid-season trailer, and the mid-season trailer. What y'all think about it? While we wait on some callers to come in, give me y'all thoughts on the mid-season trailer and what one thing you're looking forward to seeing and one thing you are not from the mid-season trailer. Asia.
Martell wasn't in the mid-season at all, was he?
Yeah,
he was.
I think I saw something. They mentioned something about
the baby shower. I mean, not the presentation, I guess, for the new baby.
Oh, okay. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to seeing him. I like him, but it's just he's too messy. Yeah. I don't mind them being together, but I don't want to see him again. I'm looking forward to the trip. I want to see them go out of the country. Mm-hmm. We just haven't seen that in a while, and it's not like the Caribbean. Those are the only two things that I'm really kind of like ready for. Everything else is man. And then I thought it was cute that Sanya's pregnant.
Yeah.
You pregnant?
It said it in the trailer.
I missed that.
Right. I didn't. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You saw it, didn't you, Jasmine? Or
yeah, that was going to be what I didn't like about it, but you can finish.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like that they like spilled the beans. I felt like they could have given her like a little climax of it. Like we could have just been surprised. I didn't like that, but I'm glad that she is. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. Finally. You know, so at the end of it all, I am interested to see about, Juice, doing her little thing.
The lipstick lover thing.
I love a good scandal, honey. So I do like that. And I am interested to see, I am wanting to see the whole Bob thing. I was confused if that was his girlfriend or another child. I really didn't get that part of it. And then like Sheree and Kenya going back and forth. So
I'm not looking forward to this lesbian gate thing. It's not. I'm just sick of it. You know, it's just happening across all these shows, and I'm just so uninterested. So I don't really care for it. And Drew, she is an actress, and she's definitely milking this. I didn't see it coming. I know that this came in the blogs,
Right, Mimi.
I didn't think it would be a part of the show. Right, you're Mimi, but I thought that it looked like. I mean, I don't know, depending on how it goes, she could, be very much so in the running for first chair.
Oh, really?
Well, between this and the divorce, I mean, I don't know how it plays out because we also see that the guy from last year apparently like at an event that Sheree's having, the assistant or whatever he was.
Okay.
Yeah, he say that he assaulted her. Right. So all that stuff is happening. So I don't know, it's a lot happening for Drew. This first half was very slow for her, but I feel like he's picking up. And it looks like, there's going to be some more conversation about Kenya and her child. I don't know who she was referring to. She was talking at Sanya, but it probably was Marlo.
I think I wanted to ask a question about the movie that Todd is doing, because when I looked at the thing with Drew, because I'm guessing Todd is the girl that's in between her legs in the promo, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because she had on panties. So I didn't see that at first until I watched it again. So Ty is in the movie, but I could have sworn, like, when I first heard about the movie, like, that Ty was trying to pitch, like, it was like they both had, like, passes to go, like, a married couple had passes to go have sex with other people. So I guess I was just like, oh, so there was a girl that was supposed to be with Drew now, or is it the same girl that's with the man and the woman? I guess I'm interested in the movie. I think that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to figure out where the hell it's going.
Let us know.
Let me know how
go watch it.
No.
Oh wow, y'all watched that video.
We was force fed the damn filming of it. To be honest, I didn't want to see that.
Yeah, it. I mean, some people, I know some like Chase and Danny in the chat said it seems like more fun the rest of the season. But we'll see. They didn't really give us a lot. Nothing was really explosive, so we'll be surprised. Maybe that's a good thing. So
yeah,
it's episode 9. So I think we have. I was told that it's probably like a 15, 16 episode season. So we probably got like 7 more episodes. Plus, gonna be a 5-part reunion. So
they better not. This around, they cannot do 3.
Get ready. Get your outfit together now. It's gonna be 5 parts.
We're gonna wear whatever the theme is.
We're gonna wear not Gucci, we're gonna wear Coach because
Coach. Well, Duty and Bird. We can
I ain't got no Duty and Bird. That's my old Coach bag.
All right, we have one caller in the queue, and the film the reunion this month. Yeah, it's soon. Like we don't have much. We're way actually past half of the season, episode 9. So there ain't a lot to go. They got this trip coming up, and usually after the trip it's like 3 or 4 episodes maybe. So I say 7 episodes top left. And we'll see.
Good.
The movie has already been done. It's called Hall Pass. Okay.
Oh, so is it showing?
Yeah, girl, it's happening.
I am interested in movies like that because
it's probably on TV.
Yeah,
I was going to say Lifetime. Okay.
All right, let me get this call on you guys so we can get out of here for the night.
Hey, Tawana.
Hey, Tawana, what's going on?
Hi. Nothing much. What's going on with you guys?
Nothing much. What you got for us tonight?
I just want to say I liked this episode. I thought it was a good episode. I like seeing the girls like working and showing what they do in their businesses and not fighting all the time. It was good to see that. I do think the OG dinner was a little lackluster because they built it up to be something great, but it was actually quite boring. And it was really sad to not see Nene there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said earlier, Nene did this to herself. If Nene wanted to be there, she would have been there. It's not like Bravo fired her. She didn't get the contract she wanted, and so she went rogue.
Yeah.
And I understand why Sanya's sister is a little frustrated with her. Sanya seems like very needy. Mm-hmm. And I feel like she doesn't give her sister a break. Like, even when they're in their home and outside their home, it's always, I need. Like, does she seem like that type of person to you guys? You ever have a sibling that always wants something from you?
I'm only child.
I'm only child too, but I get the impression that she's just not considerate. Like, she feels like because she works for her, she can just she's like an on-call type person. And any job, nobody is on call unless you get paid for it, or that's just your job title. So it's like that's what it seems like, because it sounds like all she's asking for is for her to let her know that you need their hair done for your damn event. I mean, you knew about the event, so why not let me know? Because she has things to do it for her own self, not just to assist Sanya. That's what I got.
Yeah. And I do think I was kind of thrown off by Sheree getting that award. I was like, I understand, like, she's a mom, but what else has she done?
Get into it, Tawana.
I agree.
This is how I feel about it. But this episode, it was good. I think the after show was actually better than the episode.
So what I usually watch episodes like right before we film, but I'm about to give myself more time so I can watch the episode.
It was only like 26 minutes, I believe. I watched it on Peacock. It wasn't that long. Oh, and another thing,
had a lot of flashbacks in it too.
Yeah, I was pissed off that they cut Cynthia out of this episode. I feel like they cut her out to give Kim more screen time at that OG dinner, and I'd rather see Cynthia than Kim. It's like they just gave her more screen time to lie, because she's not going to be honest about her situation. I do think Lisa Wu, you know, she need to stay off the dark liquor, because she do be at the little funny when they be on camera.
You think it's dark liquor? Is it dark liquor?
It has to be dark liquor. It has to
be.
That's
clear. That's clear.
Maybe she just got bad nerves, so she drinks before
she's been on TV for too long.
You can do what you want to do. I think she should stop filming though. It's becoming, you know, excessive.
Embarrassing.
That too. Excessive and embarrassing for this show.
Allegedly.
Yeah, and I feel like she does have a problem with alcohol, because this was a long time ago, but because I know she used to be like married or dated Keith Sweat for a long time, the singer, R&B singer. And I guess when they broke up, he got custody of the kids because I believe she had an alcohol problem.
Well, I don't know if that, but you know, I don't know if that was married, but I think she got 2 kids by him. And when she got on the show, she went before they was kids when she got on the show at first. But I thought it was because I didn't know if it was for alcohol, but that makes more sense. But I thought it was because like he didn't want them a part of this show at all. Period. I don't know. That makes more sense.
She had that one kid, that one baby with Ed, and that was it.
I think that was her 3rd one.
Yeah, she's got like 2 or 3 other sons or something like that with Keith Sweat. I don't know. We gonna have to look into it. But it was a decent episode. I'll see you guys next week.
See you next
week. Thank you, Tawana.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, sister.
Okay, that was Tawana. We don't have another caller, so we're gonna go ahead and lean out. Thank you, Tawana, for calling in and giving your thoughts. I agree. The OG scene was very underwhelming to me. I do feel like if Nene was there, it would have been something would have came of it. You know, I don't know. But
before we go, I want to ask, do y'all think that chair that they left was it shade? I know we asked in the group, but was that shade when they had that empty chair at the table?
Was it shade? The only reason why first I said no, but when I hadn't watched it, I saw clips. But when I watched it at that moment, if you look at it really closely, when she does the cheers and says like cheers, some of the OGs, it flashes to the seat.
Yeah, I did see that. That's why I feel like
it's like perfect timing of where if because they didn't show that seat at all throughout the entire scene. So now I'm gonna say yes. But you know, I mean, it's what they do, right? I mean, everybody knows who should be in that seat, and she's not there and she can't be there. So it is what it is. But the perfect timing of her saying OG clink clink, and then it's panning out to this empty ass seat. Yes.
I agree, only because I wouldn't have agreed if they didn't do what they did a couple episodes ago and edited her out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought nothing of it, but because they did that on purpose, I feel like they also shot that scene with that empty on purpose as well.
Yeah.
They didn't need that big of a table.
Oh, they did.
They should have had them somewhere else. They had them in the middle of the restaurant. Kim with her boxy shaped little hip wig just dancing. They should have been in the corner. I would have been like, can y'all make people sit down?
Give me a corner table, please. And send me to Vegas. Like
a booth, baby.
Right.
Put me on a trip somewhere and film this. Like, make it a little bit more interesting. They could have had a weekend in Vegas or something that they filmed this or something.
They boring though. I mean,
that's Vegas would have made it a little bit more fun, new memories, something. But this, I thought it was even a setup to put them on the cash trip, but it wasn't even that.
Right, me too.
Yeah,
Ronnie, I'm sorry, can you look the mess? But thank you guys for leaning in.
All right, well, like as Dad said earlier, finally we're at the end of this review. This episode. So
that finally.
I'm so sorry. That didn't mean that, King, for real.
It's okay. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Don't forget we have Bell Collective and we have Love and Hip Hop Atlanta airing later this week. We're gonna have our technically our first official weekly lunch and lean starting this Thursday. Some of the weekly hot topics. I don't know what they're gonna be, but y'all know when you see the link, just click and go in there. It's gonna be about stuff, maybe be about Keke Palmer. I don't know, whatever it is, whatever's going on for the week. And the Real Housewives of New York begins on Sunday, so we're gonna start our recaps on Tuesday. The first one will be live. After that, we will determine based off the success. But that is hosted by Jamie. So make sure y'all tune in. Shantae's on that panel, and Dominique and myself and Chase. We're gonna be all rotating on that motherfucker. So yeah, check it out. Like the video, subscribe. You have a good night, okay?
Peace. Good night.
Bye. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Oh my gosh.